Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the GSMC Basketball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. As always, I'm your host, Mara Fatemi. Getting right back into it here. Um, we have the first elimination games of the 2025 NBA playoffs with the 9-10 seeds matching off, squaring off in the play-in tournament. Winner moves on to face either in the East, the Atlanta Hawks, or in the West, the Memphis Grizzlies. Two teams that are kind of hearing it a little bit right now. The Atlanta Hawks getting dominated by the Orlando Magic. The Memphis Grizzlies kind of collapsing last night with the 5-second violation, not being able to get a shot off, on being dominated on the defensive end of the ball, as well as Ja Morant's health being in question after he looked like he rolled his ankle last night, missing a little bit of the game, going out of the game last night. Overall, it's just going to be one team is going home tonight. And we're going to start off in the Eastern Conference with the matchup between the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls. Funny enough, about 8 days ago, actually, April 8th, these two teams squared off in Chicago, the same place where this game is going to be held tonight. The Bulls ended up winning this game 119-111, winning that game 119-111, and yeah, it was in dominating fashion, similar to. I honestly think this one's going to be similar to that. I know the duo of Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero will be out and about. I know Eric Spoelstra will scheme his team to have some success. It just feels like this team is it's very young after the Jimmy Butler trade. It feels like they didn't really implode the team, but Jimmy Butler had played a massive role in this offense. Really led the team, especially in the playoffs. Was the engine to what players like Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson all played. They really played around Jimmy Butler, and without that nucleus, without that focal point, being the floor general of this offense, it really feels like they're just. Tyler Hero's tried to pick up that mantle. He's too young. He's too new to the role, and it just feels like he needs some extra help. If they can get another star player there, say Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to leave Milwaukee after this season and decides to go to Miami, that could be a good addition to this team. Or Damian Lillard if he wants to move from Milwaukee, or say in general, if they can get another star player in Miami, I think they would have a better chance if they could run their offense a little bit better in general. But that's the state of Miami right now. I think for the Bulls on the other side, with how hot they are, winning 7 of their last 10 on a 3-game win streak to finish the season. I think if Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic can get the offense going early, playing a little inside out pick and roll, getting Josh Giddey into the offense as well would be very nice for this Bulls team, would pay dividends. I think if they can get that offense going early, coupled with the defense that Vucevic and Kobe White and Josh Giddey play, I think they could stop this Miami offense pretty easily. And it's just going to be all about whoever captures the momentum early. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And yeah, I think the Bulls pull this one out. I won't say in dominant fashion. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of what happened last night between the Orlando Magic and Atlanta Hawks, but I could see a similar stat line, a similar final score of 119-111, the same way as these two teams played a week ago. That's my prediction of how this game is going to end up. But switching gears over to the other side in the Western Conference. Obviously, I mentioned at the top of the show, the Western Conference is a little bit deep. Anthony actually mentioned it, how the West is deeper than the East, and just overall, just more entertaining. In this matchup in the 9 and 10, we have the Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. Right off the bat, definitely more star power in this one from both teams. We have Anthony Davis looking more like Anthony Davis every day since he's been injured, coming back from injury. He's played much better down the stretch here over the last 2 weeks, and overall, like with this team, how they play big men basketball, big man style basketball with Gafford, PJ Washington, Derek Lively, Anthony Davis, obviously. They are still missing that point guard, that quintessential floor general on this team, and that's the one thing that I think Dallas needs to address this offseason. But if they can keep their nucleus of Anthony Davis, if they can keep that four-man, big man nucleus, I think they'll be okay come next year. I just think I'm not going to get into the Nico Harrison trade of Luka Dončić. I won't get into that trade because I'll be here all day explaining why it's bad, why I don't agree with it, why I don't understand it. I'm not going to get into it, but that trade really just changed the course of this Dallas Mavericks team from going to an NBA Finals last season to most likely losing in the first round, losing in the play-in tournament, not making it out. For the Sacramento Kings on the other side, we have Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis. I just think it comes down to the star power. I really think that's what it comes down to in the playoffs. Who has the better stars and who has the deeper team and better overall team around those stars. If you have two comparable stars on either team, it comes down to the overall team around. But if you have two better stars, if you have two stars on one team that are just frankly better than the other, I just think that's what it comes down to. I think Sabonis, it's going to be a war in the interior between Sabonis and Anthony Davis. That is what I'm looking forward to most in this game, seeing how Sabonis is able to handle the big men that they have in Dallas. But I think it's going to be the outs. If Zach LaVine and DeRozan can get the shooting going from outside, if Keon Ellis can get it going, there's another player I'm blanking on right now. I apologize. But if the Kings can shoot the ball well from the outside and just get that three ball going, specifically the perimeter shooting going early on, I really think this game will go decisively because Dallas cannot go shot for shot they cannot play in a shootout style basketball. They will not play well. They will not be able to match up with that offensive style, and they'll struggle all night long. That's my prediction. I just think they won't be able to handle a shootout style. But Sacramento struggles to shoot early on. If they struggle to get that three ball going, the perimeter shooting going, if Sabonis gets locked up on the inside, and if they can really make this game into a dogfight, I like Dallas's chances in a dogfight. I think Sacramento has finesse, can shoot the ball well when they can get that shot going. It's just going to be finesse and overall shooting versus dogfight, interior play, gritty team in the Dallas Mavericks. That's the state. That's the state of this one, and yeah, that's my two predictions. I think there's really no mix or match. Either Dallas imposes its will in the interior, makes this game a dogfight, plays scrappy, gritty, and takes this one, or Sacramento just shoots the lights out, or shoots in general. If they can get the shot going in the fourth quarter, they'll pull away in the fourth quarter. If they get it going early on, they'll pull away early on. That's just the state of this game in general. But the winner of this game gets the right to face Memphis on Friday night, and honestly, whoever faces Memphis, I think that'll be a massive game. Either it's Sacramento or Dallas. I think Dallas could be more interesting because Dallas has a similar style to Memphis in terms of gritty basketball in the interior, playing strong defense. But I think Memphis beats whoever plays those two teams. I still think Memphis will go on to face Oklahoma City in the first round, and that will be that in the Western Conference. That's my prediction. But I'm going to take another short break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at we're going to preview another rivalry. Obviously, the Golden State Warriors winning last night, setting up a date between them and the Houston Rockets, a matchup that we haven't seen since the 2018 NBA playoffs in the NBA Western Conference Finals between these two teams. Two teams that have a lot of history. Steph Curry obviously was there in 2015 to 2018 in the James Harden days. Steve Kerr was there. Draymond Green, they have a lot of history with them. Ime Udoka now is the head coach of the Houston Rockets. He'll have a lot to say, especially after Steph Curry took him and the Boston Celtics out in the 2022 NBA Finals. He'll be ready to go. He'll have a new scheme against Steph Curry, trying to shut him down. New assets to play defense, new defensive assets with Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks to throw at Steph Curry. It's going to be an unbelievable series. So I'm going to preview that. But yeah, I'm going to take a short break, and we're going to look at Warriors-Rockets first-round NBA playoff series.